Have you ever thought about why we're all fascinated by the unknown? Why does the unpredictable catch our attention? It is human nature to be drawn to the unknown and unpredictable. This psychology can be applied to love and relationships. I will tell you 6 dark psychologies to make anyone think about you nonstop. But don't use it on someone you love. It is for educational purposes only. Rule number 1. Don't always be predictable. Boredom comes from knowing what will happen next. Humans are naturally curious and like puzzles and unsolved things. When someone is predictable, they are easy to understand. It's like watching the same movie over and over. There's nothing new. This quickly becomes dull. People get bored by things they can foresee, especially in relationships. The thrill of not knowing what's next is what makes things interesting. Being random is like a sneaky mind game. You're messing with how someone gets treats and keeping them guessing. Think of it like a casino game. You never know when you'll win, so you keep playing. Here, you're the game. You give her love sometimes, then suddenly stop, then start again randomly. This on, again, off again. Act messes with her head and makes her want your attention even more, like she's hooked because she never knows when she'll get it. It's not just a puzzle. It's a feeling ride. Big happy shocks are even bigger when they're unexpected. When you're far away, the sad times make her chase you. It's a mind game, a way to make her think of you always and crave more, because she can't crack your code. Lesson number 2. Make them emotionally dependent on you. This explains how to become deeply important to someone. It's not simply about supporting her. It's about making yourself indispensable to her. Your goal is to understand her better than anyone, figuring out her strongest feelings and biggest worries. Pay attention to what she says. Learn what motivates her and use this understanding to become her emotional rock. The key is to do this strategically. Sometimes be very present and supportive, and at other times withdraw and become less available. Inconsistency creates a sense of urgency and need that makes her crave your presence and support. At the same time, keep your own identity strong. Don't get lost in the role of being her support system. Pursue your own dreams and goals. This balance of being emotionally supportive while maintaining your independence creates a magnetic, irresistible pull. You're providing her with emotional support, but on your terms, making her increasingly reliant on the unique connection you offer. Lesson number 3. Disappear suddenly. This one is about the element of surprise and the power of absence. When you suddenly become less available or go off the radar, it creates a sense of mystery and urgency. People want what they can't have, and by disappearing, you become the thing she can't have for a while. When you are consistent and predictable, you create a pattern. But you must break it. You go silent. No calls, no texts, no explanations. This triggers a psychological response called loss aversion. It's a principle that suggests people are more motivated by the fear of losing something than by the prospect of gaining something of equal value. In your absence, she starts to feel a potential loss, which ironically makes your value in her life skyrocket. But this tactic needs to be timed perfectly. It's not about ghosting or causing anxiety. It's about strategically creating a void, then reappearing just when she starts to really feel your absence. When you come back, you'll find that her interest and appreciation for you have grown. This isn't just a game. It's understanding human nature and the psychology of desire. People cherish what they have to miss once in a while, and that's exactly the role you'll play. Lesson number 4. Don't show too much excitement when you meet with them. This rule is all about controlling the emotional climate of your interactions. In the game of psychology, showing too much excitement can be a sign of weakness. It's like giving away your power, showing that you're too invested, too interested. Instead, you want to keep a level of composure and mystery about your feelings. Here's the strategy. When you meet up, keep your emotions in check. Show interest, of course, but in a controlled, measured way. It's about striking a balance. You're happy to see her, but you're not over the moon. This approach plays into the psychological concept of playing hard to get. It's a classic for a reason. When you're not overly enthusiastic, it creates a challenge for her. She starts wondering why you're not as excited as she expected, which can actually make her more attracted to you. It's a form of reverse psychology. The less you show, the more she wants to see. But remember, this isn't about being cold or distant. It's about creating an allure, an intrigue around your feelings. It keeps her guessing and makes every bit of affection or excitement from you feel like a hard-earned reward. This careful balance keeps her on her toes and increases your psychological hold over her. You're not just another open book. You're a chapter. She's constantly trying to read. Lesson number 5. Avoid getting jealous of other men around them. Jealousy, while a common emotion, is often seen as a sign of weakness and insecurity. When you show jealousy, you're telling her that you feel threatened and that you're not confident in your position. That's not the image you want to project. Instead, you want to embody confidence and security. Two traits that are highly attractive. The strategy here is to remain unfazed when other men are around. If she's talking to another guy, keep cool. Show that you're secure in yourself and in whatever you have with her. This nonchalant attitude can actually work in your favor. It plays into the psychological principle of reactance. When people feel their freedom to choose is being restricted, they wanted more. By not showing jealousy, you're not restricting her. You're giving her the freedom to choose. Paradoxically, this often leads her to choose you, as you've positioned yourself as the more confident, unbothered option. However, this doesn't mean you become passive or indifferent. It's about showing her that your value and self-worth don't depend on her actions. You're in control of your emotions, not the other way around. By mastering this, you increase your psychological appeal. You're not just another guy reacting predictably out of jealousy. You're the guy who stands out because you're secure in yourself and unshaken by potential competition. Lesson number 6. Prioritize your goals and ambitions above fleeting pleasures. This is about showing where your priorities lie. And believe me, it's a powerful psychological play. When you focus on your goals and ambitions, you're sending a clear message. You're driven. You have purpose, and you're not easily swayed by short-term gratifications. This attitude is incredibly attractive and positions you as someone of high value and substance. Here's how you put this into action. Let her see that your goals come first. It's not about neglecting her or the relationship, but about showing that you're not dependent on her for your happiness or sense of fulfillment. You're your own person with your own path. This creates a dynamic where she sees you as someone who's striving for something greater, someone who's not just living for the moment, but building a future. It's a trait that's psychologically appealing. We're naturally drawn to individuals who show ambition and determination. Moreover, this approach taps into the concept of scarcity. When you're less available because you're pursuing your ambitions, your time becomes more valuable. She'll start to see your time and attention as precious commodities. This isn't about playing games. It's about genuinely being invested in your own growth and success. By doing this, you're not just another option in her life. You're the prize. You become someone she wants to be associated with, someone she respects and admires. If you found these strategies intriguing, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the human mind and relationships. Use this knowledge carefully. And remember, it's not just about getting someone to think about you nonstop. It's about building something meaningful with them.